Welcome to Sunday Scanners, where we're going to go over a handful of my custom created stock scanners and talk about a few potential trade setups entering this week. We do these every single Sunday on this channel, so if you like the idea, make sure you're subscribed down below so you don't miss any in the future. And every single scanner we go over today is available on my website, daytradingstrategies.net. So if you're interested in being able to run these scanners for yourself, manipulate them a little bit to what fits best for your trade setups, consider checking out the site. There's a link at the top of the description down below. The first couple of scanners we're going to be going over are going to be within Thinkorswim, and they're going to be the runners and runners large cap swing trade scanners. So the word runners, at least the way I've defined it, and don't ask me how I landed on it, but the way I define a runner is a strong stock that we are looking for continuation on. So we're going to be looking obviously at the daily chart on all the stocks that are returned on this scanner, and we'll be looking for stocks that are showing multi-day strength that could potentially have continuation into the next week. So I've got the runners swing trade strategy loaded into my left column here within Thinkorswim and sorted by volume ascending down. First stock on this scanner, LUMN, which has made a pretty impressive run over the last 17 trading days, up 305%. Obviously one you'll want to be keeping an eye on for continuation going into the next week. Next, CLOV, another stock, in the last 10 trading days, has up over 80%. Check this one out. Keep this one on a list. Looking for continuation next week. That's CLOV. Okay, RVNC. Here's a stock that is going to be on the scanner, but I'm not actually interested in this stock. It's on the scanner because it's very strong and making new highs, right? But it's really only very strong because it got this huge gap up. It's not actually a nice, consistent multi-day gainer like this, right? So you also have to understand how to use these scanners, not just pulling every single stock off of them, correct? The next one, Upstart. This one did get a large gap up, but even since then, in the last 8 trading days, it's up just shy of 30%. I like the look of Upstart. K, here's another one I would not be interested in, just making large gaps up. And the last one we'll look at off of this scanner for today is COMM, which is on a very impressive multi-day run over the last 30 trading days, just been flying and up over 250%. Let me just stop real quick before we move on to the next scanner. The thing I love about this scanner, and really all my scanners in general, how many people have you seen talking about these stocks? I'm not really seeing much chatter at all about Lumen, CLOV, COMM, even though they are absolutely flying. I'm still seeing everyone talk about Palantir and SoFi, and yes, these stocks are making moves, whatever, but you can find so many under the radar stocks that are making huge moves with a scanner like this. All right, next, let's just move on quickly to the runners large cap swing trade scanner. This scanner is almost exactly the same as the previous scanner, except it is only returning, obviously, large cap stocks. And since it's only looking at large cap stocks, it requires a little bit less of a move up to appear on the scanner. Because of course, your stocks like Nvidia and stuff, which is the top stock on this scanner, even when it's making a really nice move, like 36% in the last 10 trading days, it's never going to do like the 200, 300% in 10 trading days, like some of the other stocks we were looking at on the previous scanner. So first stock, Nvidia, which seems to perpetually be on this list, is still on the list. Next, ASTS. And let me talk on this as well. There's going to be people out there like looking at this scanner and being like, Trey, these stocks are already so far stretched. Is it really a good idea to be watching these? Well, a ticker like ASTS and even some of the ones we were looking at before, this stock has been on this scanner since it was trading in the 13, 14, 15s, right? It's now at 36. It continues to go berserk. But these stocks, even like the COMM we were looking at, this stock has been on the scanner since it was trading at $2.20, $2.50. I saw this stock stock on the scanner. It's now trading at 4. Yes, now maybe it's a little crazy, but that's the thing you've got to understand about continuation is stocks are more likely to continue going up than they are to not. Even though, yes, they will eventually fail, they've been on the list for a long time already and are still making these moves. So next on the runner swing large cap, we do have Palantir, stock we talked about just a second ago, making a nice move. NU, making a nice move. Bravo, Delta, nice move. And then we will end it. Oh, Lumen is also on this list. I guess Lumen has a large float, but we've already talked about this stock. ABEV, this will be the last stock we talk about on this list. Some nice large cap stocks making big moves. Consideration for continuation. That rhymed. Into next week. For our next scanner, let's switch it up just a little bit. Back on my site, daytradingstrategies.net. We are now going to hop into the Finviz section and take a look at one of these scanners I have built within Finviz. And let's go ahead and take a look at this value stocks with low PE ratios. If I click on this, it takes you directly to finviz.com. The scanner is all built out for you. And what this is doing is it's looking for stocks that are valued cheaply, but paying a decent dividend. That is the easiest way I can think of to objectively define that a company is doing well while being valued low. So here are the results of this scan. For now, I'm going to slide the scanner over to my other monitor. And to continue with our sort of switch in theme here, we're going to be looking at these stocks on tradingview.com with one of my cool custom TradingView indicators turned on. So BBD is a stock that is on this scanner. This stock was also on one of the runner's large cap scanners, right? So BBD, interesting in a couple of different ways going into next week. JD, remember, another stock on the scanner in which we are looking for undervalued stocks going into next week. JD is ticker number 2. ITUB, actually already making a nice little run, but apparently, according to my scan settings, still undervalued. So ITUB is a watch going into next week. Then we have ET, Energy Transfer, also on a nice little run going up here. And then last but not least, we will take a look at PR. This is another stock. It's actually a handful. If I drag the scanner back over here, there's a handful of energy stocks. Seems to be the most prevalent sector on this scan. It's another cool thing about Finviz that you can see this sector. So maybe keep an eye on the energy sector as a whole into next week, over the next month, however long this low valuation takes to return back to its normal. Last but certainly not least, we're going to take a look at my favorite swing trading strategy right now, and obviously its associated scanner. This is built within Thinkorswim. It is obviously a swing trading scanner, and we're going to look into this reversal scan. I think maybe my favorite part about this scanner and strategy as a whole is it's not at all complicated. It's a very, very simple strategy. We are looking to buy dips on strong stocks. I objectively define those things using 2 indicators. The current price is above the 200 SMA and the current RSI is below 40. So I've got the reversal scan running in my left column here, and I've also gone ahead and turned on the strategy itself so you all can see how this works too. The 200 simple moving average is plotted within the strategy. Then I also have the RSI value turned on here, and I turned on the floating P&L. So if any of these stocks have been traded in the past, you can see the performance of the strategy. Another thing I want to note with this strategy, and you can probably tell, is that it is a scale in strategy. I will buy up to 10 times as long as those 2 conditions are true. Remember, above the 200 SMA and below 40 on the RSI. That's important to understand about this swing trade scanner because it means I don't need them to bounce right now. I don't think they're going to bounce right now. It's just time for me, and this is all for me. You have to do your own testing and decide your own strategies. I'm not telling you at all to buy any stock you've seen on today's video, but for me, it means it's time to start considering scaling into a position on these stocks. First one, EXK, strong stock, currently on a dip. Next, HIMS, strong stock, currently on a dip. Oh, I should touch on this as well. Also, with this strategy, I look to get out really fast. I'm not, although here would have been a nice hold, right? But I'm not looking for huge moves up on these stocks necessarily either. I'm looking to scale into a position. When I get any sort of positive bounce realistically, I sell, lock in that profit, right? As you can see, both of the P&Ls on the last two stocks we've looked at have been very green, and this one is as well. Nice. OCGN, strong stock, currently on a dip. The last time it did this, strategy worked out very well. Does that mean it's going to this time? Not necessarily. ARQT, strong stock, currently on a dip. Last two times this strategy crushed it. PCT, finally, it's taken a while. We finally found a stock that lost, tried to buy, ended up taking a pretty large loss there. But even the last time, decent little bounce, doing it again right now. BKD, another green stock, another one you can see previous wins on, another one you can see starting to scale in. We'll just look at two more quickly. VITL, strong stock on a dip. SNDA, this will be the last one we look at. Strong stock currently on a dip. If you've enjoyed any of the scanners, strategies, or indicators you saw today, they are all available on my website, daytradingstrategies.net, and you get access to all of them for one low price. You can access everything when you sign up. You don't have to pay extra for anything. And those of you guys that make it to the end of my videos, if you use discount code END, you'll save $10 on your first month. So you get access to over 55 codes for $15. You can, of course, then choose to remain subscribed as I am updating the website every single week. Or, as always, you can end your subscription with just a couple of clicks under the My Account tab. So don't feel like you're locked in or anything. But daytradingstrategies.net. Link in the top of the description down below. Go use discount code END and save yourself some money. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. We're on the way to 10,000 subscribers. We're almost there. Thank you all very much, and I'll catch you in the next one.